All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to an episode of Cosmic Crucible. I don't have a title for it here yet, but yeah, good morning for another video, a short video with regards to Cosmic Crucible. I'm here with Darth Beaver and Delgarn, and maybe Juicy still on. I don't know. I'll call it the Brain Trust on the background. And I wanted to break down this week of Cosmic Crucible because this particular season feels a little bit, in my opinion, feels more exciting than the other ones so far. This is week 3, and this is an opportunity where there's no events tied into it as far as on character usages and stuff like that. So this is kind of going back to kind of blank canvas sheet as far as what you want to do with your offense and defensive setup. So I wanted to go ahead and have a little roundtable discussion on what the gentlemen are going to do this week. So my transition was off, but there's my transition to the gameplay. All right. So what I wanted to do again, we have Hoaxsmith. What up, Hoaxsmith? We've been going at it here, not directly, but we've been in the same bracket system, but haven't faced off against each other. And so I'm gonna do this live with him. He can take a look at my defense. But I guess even before I jump into it, I wanted y'all's little thoughts and opinions. I mean, am I alone on the ship here as far as saying that this season is one of the better ones, or how do you feel about it, Dale? Are you enjoying the season so far, or any opinion?
Definitely feels like it. I feel like the rules are good. The growing pains of right now suck. So when you face someone who's a level 100 and you're not level 100, it really sucks.
Yeah, exactly. And how about for you, Darth? Are you in the same ship? Are you enjoying the season?
I'm really liking the season. You know what I extra like about the season is that we're a third of the way through it already. They already came out and said it's only going to be a 6-week season, 2 weeks into that 6-week season, which means that not only is there the fun of the new season, but we know it's got to end, so that adds a little more pressure to hurry up and get your Jesus, excuse me. That adds a little more pressure to get your stuff together quicker because you've only got the 6 weeks. You're not going to come into that time where it's so mundane at the end of the season where you know what they're going to have on defense and you know what you're going to use to attack, and it just becomes a wiener measuring contest basically. So I'm thrilled for the season. I'm really enjoying it. And so yeah, I think that the shorter time frame actually adds a whole new level of excitement to it for me.
Yeah, that definitely does. So sentiments across the board there. And then I guess it really ties into even as far as the traits that they're doing in here. In the beginning, when they were kind of rolling it out, it kind of felt like we're going to run into something mundane. And here we are in week 3, and I don't feel like it's been mundane yet. I think if anything, we'll kind of break it up here. That's what I want to talk about. So let's just jump into defenses. This feels like a staple in room 1 as far as having some type of unlimited team, whether it's your extreme or the unlimited X-Men. This is
Gambit.
kind of, yeah, it's Gambit, right? He's the key. He's the centerpiece, and then who you put around him is up to your desire. But that's how that room fits. That's what I'm going to continue with on the next week. But what I'm wondering, and where I'm pausing, and I don't have it all set up here live, but is how the combination is going to work. You know, am I going to bring in some more of his extreme mates, or am I going to leave it with unlimited? Do I move Quicksilver? But that's the awesome part of this whole puzzle, right? As far as what you want to do with your individual tunes, you got options. Then we jump into room 2, and this is kind of more the mundane aspects kind of gets a little bit going. This definitely is Mystic teams. The 2 teams of interest that I've seen on here is Darkhold, of course, number 1. But I've also been seeing some people throwing in their Bifrost team. Have you all noticed that too?
Yeah, it's a mix-up from one of Dorky's videos where they throw in it's a Hero Asgardian team more than it's a Bifrost team. Because you put Valkyrie in there with Vol, Beta Ray Bill, and Infinity War Thor, with the hopes that Valkyrie dies, Infinity War Thor gets all the buffs, and he just wipes that team with his moves because he's super powerful once he goes. And if he's got offense up and all that other stuff when he goes, it's going to do some damage. I think it was catching people off guard.
Okay. And then as far as for you guys, I mean, Dale, is this what you have on defense on too?
Yeah, that's what I I have.
Some type of dark hold? Okay. And I think, how about for you, Darth? Are you leaning towards that as well?
Yes, I have the exact same team you do.
Okay. Now we jump into 3, and this is where things get kind of interesting. I think for non-turtles are going to be putting in their Affinity Watch team on here. And it's just crazy. It doesn't really matter what levels, the bigger, the scarier. And I know you two gentlemen have been building up Infinity Watch. As old as they are, they're still a hell of a team to deal with as far as defense or use on offense, right? I mean, you could use them. And when I say offense, I'm talking about on Alliance War. I mean, so they're a team that they're still getting some usage no matter what game mode you're playing on. How heavy did you put your team, Darth? Are they sitting at G17? Anybody at G18?
They're all like Gear 18.
Wow, you went up that high.
They're all at let's see, everybody but Warlock and Phyla are at 97. And I got a diamond on Gamora, a diamond on Moondragon, 2 on Phyla, and 2 on Nebula. And if I see one for Adam Warlock in the store, I'm gonna buy it.
All right, how about for you, Dale? What are you doing with that team? Are you that
I
aggressive?
don't know where Darth gets his uniques. But yeah, I don't have the uniques for Adam Warlock to bring him up. He's still orange gear. I brought up Foul a long time ago to 16. I'm not gonna bring. Maybe if I have enough miasma. Oh, he's miasma. She's the Phoenix drop.
Yeah,
maybe I don't
she's
have
that
enough of
red
that.
shit.
I'll do that.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah,
But
there's 2.
but I guess
I
speaking of
brought.
it, if you
I
didn't
brought
have
Gamora for teaching.
if you didn't have that limitation, would you gone up as aggressive as Darth?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But there's two of those uniques are used for the new out of time team.
Yeah.
So that's
Which
one thing to
ones?
think about. Miasma for
Shit.
Gothic Ghost Rider.
Shit.
Yeah. So there's good old Darth just jumping right into it without thinking. Got to
And I
his
think
excitement. I love the way his excitement jumps over as far as like critical thinking. He's like, nah. But yeah, it's cool. All right, no, but anyways, my whole point, I mean, we'll step away from that team. It's just like the usage of them is still there. They're dominant. But the other team that I've been seeing here, which I'm real interested in, I'm kind of anxious because I want to redeem myself, is the Superior 6 on 3. I think that's the other beefy counter because this room, when you go into the traits, when a positive effect is applied to a character, increase the duration of all positive effects on allies of that character by 1 plus, and up to a max of 3. So when you think about like the safeguard approaches, that any team you put with safeguard and then they get the positive effects on there to strip it away and you can't, it's just a pain in the ass. And that's why Infinity Watch is so devastating there because you can't remove their buffs. You just gotta deal with it. So anyways, so we'll move a step away from that. And then here's room 4. This is another interesting room. And what I've been seeing a lot is like, okay, the usage of Black Knight Black Knight and Friends is what it feels like. So you got some people that are tying up, like in this case, I'm using the Secret Defenders, but there's some people that are now bringing in the Out of Time team. Hell, I seen Rogue jump into here as well with some protectors. So you kind of have 3 options as far as where you put your Secret Defenders, Out of Time team, and just hero protect. Well, I don't know if it's hero protectors, but it feels that way. But just protectors in general. I don't know. I mean, what is your idea? Or what are you going to do with room 4, Darth? What do you have on defense?
I have the 4 Secret Defenders plus Black Knight in there right now.
Okay.
I haven't put my Captain America up in there yet. That's the floating room right now because it depends on what you're going to pull. Like if you don't put a big enough threat in there, somebody's going to go in with just their normal hive mind and wipe your shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's you want it to be it can either pull tons and be an efficiency sink, or you could think it was going to, and somebody comes in and wipes it in just a few turns, and it's not the efficiency sink, and you wind up wasting your Black Knight, or at least what feels like that, because they didn't expend a big enough team to do it. So I have the 4 good Secret Defenders plus Black Knight in there right now.
Got it. And how about for you,
I
Dale?
don't hate Captain America, but I am curious to why you pulled out your Hard Light instead of Photon. because Hard Light's another protector. She's got the turn rewind. She's got all the fucking good shit.
For
And Photon
blinds, it's
is
easy. I mean, like, well, he's yeah, it's for blinds because I think if they get stuck behind a taunt or they're stuck behind Black Knight or something like that, and you let her ability come out and she blinds your team, and then they can't get their abilities off the way they want to. That's kind of where my little curveball went. But of course, with Captain America, it's for the ability boost, and when they have that, when
oh
they
yeah.
yeah, so that's where he comes in. So that's kind of where I threw it in a little bit. For Dell, I mean, what are you doing with this room, Dell?
Sorry. I lost internet for a minute. I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Okay,
Oh,
we're talking.
what you doing in 4?
So 4. I saw what I think I can't remember what room 7 was doing it, but he was doing a not secret defenders. A gamma out of time combo. And that seemed interesting. So I think I was thinking about trying that out.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, because they.
And then put.
Yeah, go ahead. Or no, we
Where else?
Oh, internet cutting in.
Yeah, I think he's talking about the one with the 3 at a time members and then Red Hulk and Hulk, because Hulk has a lot of synergy with Cap, and Red Hulk's a dominant character.
Yeah, the other team that also been thrown up in the mix of there is the Hive Mind with Squirrel. That also gets thrown on defense, or some type of Squirrel composition gets thrown into room 4. But anyways, we'll step away from that. Looking into room 5. This is the interesting one. It's so funny because they have this tech character usage. And I laugh because I think about that battle that I had. What was it against? Do you remember? Was it a Sinister Six or was it a Pegasus? I felt like it was whatever the tech room was. Oh man, that was hilarious. Like I couldn't kill them. They just kept on reviving when they got their ultimates off. So I did feel the wrath of what this room trait does provide. But if you're able to kill early and prevent all of that, it means nothing. So that's why Pegasus is not like a lot of people want to throw Pegasus out on there, but when you have the hard counter there with the Eternals and Shang-Chi and Falcon and you got speed control, you can wipe them out. So that's why I kind of thought, I don't know why. Here I am bringing in Doom. He can throw his ult, but who's going to revive himself? If he dies, you revive nobody. But I don't know, man. I'm just throwing spaghetti at the wall at this point. But also, mainly, it's just still like if they set him off, I put him over here kind of in the middle because I wanted to see if maybe he can get one of these guys onto the train. But, it's funny. Even though I did that, they still like pulled in the Superior 6 team to go against it. So I'm fine with all of that. Don't know again. This is just kind of talking about the rooms in particular. But for you, Darth, what do you have in room 5?
I just have my Gamma team for right now still.
Yeah.
Just, they'll throw their new warriors at it or something. It's literally just a big team to sit in a room.
Okay. Dell? If Dell's there.
Yeah, I have gamma there.
Okay. I mean, and I had Gamma there as well, and then I ended up pulling them off. Yeah, because I wanted to bring my whole theory was I wanted to bring up that 2-piece of the X-Men. I wanted unlimited and extreme on my defense, and that's the only reason why I did that, and Gamma fell off. As far as pulling a big team, I felt that this team will pull something big, and that's one of the reasons why I did that aspect of it. Normally, you see this team in room 6. I bumped them down, and I did this because of this little niche defense that I put Undying in room 6. It's so interesting and fun to watch. The replays on. And every time when I look at my replays and I stumble, I cause some, easy counters to new warriors against this team, which I don't think I'm going to keep them there. But if anybody, used their new warriors somewhere else, which is usually in room 1, that was kind of my theory, is that I wanted to pull a new warrior somewhere. That's why I had Gamma here. But then, anyways, but if they didn't save it, they have some troubles with no matter what teams they bring up. A lot of times they think Death Seed can do it, and they probably can. But anyways, this is the Undying team here, and I always was curious how darts. What do you have? 6 red, right? 6 red star on your jugs.
I do.
Yeah, but who do you have on room 6?
I got Dormammu Extreme minus Gambit because he's in 1.
Yeah, So it's kind of like this team on my 5, slide it over for Doom, probably. Yeah. And for you, Dale, on room 6?
Extreme with Dormammu.
Same thing.
Same Z's.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to end up doing the same thing. I'm going to slide this team down over here. I want to pull this one for offense because we've been seeing from Juicy's video, and I think Dorky may have done the same thing as far as talking about the Undying possibly being a counter towards Superior 6 and 3. So, I don't know. It just has me thinking. And I feel like maybe I should do this to end the video. So let me do some setups here. I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to put Gamma for a place card right now into room 5. Slide this down, put Dorm back into it. Do you think Dorm is scarier to put in room 1 with the other unlimited, or nah? It doesn't matter. Some people.
I think the Dorm does more for the extreme team. I think that's why you put him there, because he makes the extreme team better. He may be better than Quicksilver in 1, but it's going to require the same kind of response as where putting Dorm with your extreme requires a different kind of response than just the extreme minus Gambit plus Bishop or somebody like that.
Yeah. So I'm pulling up that on offense. Then it kind of leaves me with, I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I'm trying to look at my cheat sheet over here, my phone, which is my cell phone notes. Because I've been trying to theory craft. I was, at least on my notes, what I wanted to do is I was thinking about actually putting this. I won't do it. Damn, it's just so funny. This is just take more than the video aspect of it. But on theory, this is what I wanted to do. I'll just show it. I wanted this team over there in 6. That leaves this team not too far down. And then I'm contemplating putting Superior 6 is where I'm getting
Superior 6 there, huh?
I'm contemplating it. That's not the road. You actually need, and here's the thing
You want
about
the full.
it. Yeah. Where's Lizard at? Maybe have him on this one right there.
Yeah.
It's just a nasty team. I just feel like if I do something like this, they're going to have to two-shot it or do something. The coin flip is a toss-up. It all depends on the turn order of your Lizard going second.
Nope.
In order to, right? I think it is.
Kind of. Like, that's the main thing. So you saw when I played that a couple weeks ago, I played it 2 times, and I combat canceled the first time, and I went back in. And the coin flip happened the same way. So the deal is if your Lizard goes first, you can't ult. If your Lizard goes first, you have to special, because you do not want to give yourself the immunity for their Lizard to steal. So it made for the match to take a little longer, but I wound up winning it because I was able to land debuffs and things like that because they didn't have immunity.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just
100%.
And I only know because I was super frustrated because I knew that, okay, my Lizard just needs to go second. Hopefully he goes second the second time. And he didn't, and I was pissed. And I almost just combat canceled, quit, because I was like, well, this is a fucking lost thing. And I was like, no, what's the difference? Let's try something new. And so I used his special instead, and it wound up working out.
Nice. That's a huge tip. It's all about what you're throwing out there to steal, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you go first, don't give them the immunity to steal.
So that's what I'm leaning towards. So that's my big play off of it. I don't know if I'm going to change up this room 4 a little bit, but the key concept is that I'm still leaving my Scroll APOC on offense. And then now put in Dying off as a potential counter for this type of mirror match. So that's kind of where the theory was coming into play for me. So I'm going to run with it. I'm going to end the video there. We'll kind of wind down on stream here a little bit on some other topics of it, but this is the week 3 defensive setup that I am gonna potentially roll. If I do a little minor adjustments, it may just be some tunes already in this room 4 that I may adjust. But other than that, I don't know. That will be it for the video. Good luck to all of y'all with your next coming week. Good luck, Hoke Smith, to you as well. You got a peak shot in my defense. But anyways, And I laugh because you just talked about room 3 with Infinity Watches kicking your butt, and there I go. I moved them for you, buddy. So, anyways, y'all take it easy. Enjoy your Cosmic Crucible. Bye bye.